Ring Business puts you in control with protection that's flexible, secure, and easy to set up. And with no long-term contracts required, you can change your setup whenever your business needs change. Protect your business with powerful features designed to keep you in complete control. Get round-the-clock audio-video recording for non-stop protection. Stop scrolling through hours of footage. Find almost any events efficiently with AI search. Keep an eye on up to 4 camera feeds at once across all your locations for total peace of mind. Get trained security professionals to monitor your business around the clock and request emergency when needed. Ring Business is easy to install yourself, or let our professional installers do it for you. With Ring keeping your business secure, you can focus on what matters most: running it. Ring Business. Business security that works for you. Compatible subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. Visit the Ring Business page on r.com for more information.
Who you are.
Absolutely. I go by Mr1ManBand, and I've been involved with music my whole life. It's really a part of my blood, and I'm blessed to be able to help people and live my dream, at the same time. So thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
So, man, what you think about our show? Because, we've been doing it for, I say, since Clubhouse, probably since I connected with you. And I know you have seen the progress. What you think about the show?
I think it's definitely evolving, and it's going to continue to evolve. And I really feel like it's building community, and it's adding value to, the people who are consuming it. So shout out to you guys. Keep doing your thing. Like I've like you said, being on Clubhouse, meeting you, and then just seeing the process when you started and then now to like where you are, it's a blessing to be able to witness, man. So you guys keep doing your thing. Shout out to everybody on the team.
Definitely. I see you got the Nipsey in the back of you. Like, what is something that I know Nipsey had a lot of like statements and, quotes that everybody quote. What is something that Nipsey, for to have him on your wall, he must have had a major impact in your life? What is something that Nipsey said or have done that inspired you as an artist or creator or businessman?
Wow. That's a good question. He has a lot of quotes and a lot of wisdom that he has that, we still follow. But one of the biggest ones for me is going to be like when he talked about how he was going for his dream and he was chasing it, and he experienced every type of emotion that he could, like, along the way. And he's saying, like, it's going to test you and it's going to challenge you. But, like, you just got to, like, it's a marathon. Like, you got to just keep going, you know what I mean? And endure. So that's something that really, like, sticks with me. Like, when I see the video clip of him saying that, like, you're going to experience every possible emotion, like, going after your dream. And, like, so it's just, that's something that sticks out to me the most. I love that one. That's one of my favorite things that he says. It's really simple to me, So
this is the Grind Hard Mix Show. So we definitely want to know about what struggles you went through to get where you are now. So because this is about grinding out and going through adverse times to get to where you are. So let us know. I remember talking to you before, and you have talked on the video about growing up in church. So we're not going to talk about that today. What we want to talk about is how you got over, like what we just talked about, Nipsey. You got over a struggle that was in your life, and you grinded out to get to where you are.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, faith is a big part of it, like believing but you also gotta work for it and work to get out of it. If you're in a struggle or your situation isn't the most ideal situation that you see for yourself, for me, my struggle was being a caregiver for my grandma, and I was trying to go for my dream at the same time, which I still never gave up. I just kept going, but I was taking care of her at the same time. Like, so it was just a lot going on. It was new for me. It was new for her. And we were just learning at the same time. You know what I mean? So I was her caregiver for 5, 6 years. And I learned a lot about myself and about life, and just like how if you really stick with something and you really believe and you really like go for it and you just believe that it's going to happen, it's going to happen for you. You know what I'm saying? And it might not be on the time frame that you want it to be, but it's going to be on the time frame that it's meant to happen, and that's really God's timing. So it's just for me, it's one of those things like I didn't take no for an answer. I wasn't going to let anybody tell me I couldn't do this. It wasn't happening. I wasn't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So I just really, stayed away from the negativity, the thoughts and the energy and just stuck with it, man. And it paid off, getting on Clubhouse every day, treating it like a job and, you know what I'm saying? Really grinding and networking and meeting people like yourself, man. So that's how I was able to overcome my struggle. I feel like just being very persistent and just not, you know what I'm saying, letting up and taking no for an answer, man, and staying prayed up.
Yeah, I'm gonna add on to what you're saying because I wanted to make a show that had a co-host and it had, since where we covered current events and all of that, and I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but everything just came to me. But I had to go through some hell to get to here. Now we got this show, Grindhard, and also we're syndicated, but it wasn't an easy task to get there. So it kind of reminds me of what you're just talking about, like what it's like, so steps that you took to get where you are now as a musician.
Well, one of the biggest things I would say is, I was in terms of like one of the things that I believe that helped me get further was traveling a lot. Like at first, when I first started in music, I was younger. I didn't really want to like travel a lot. I just didn't want to leave my area for some reason. But as I grew up more and just thought about it and matured on it, like I need to move around and network and get into different circles and just move around and meet different people from all walks of life. And it seems like when I really start doing that, like, staying in hotels in this city, that city, like going to these events, doing this, meeting with these people, having studio sessions here, like and I just, I guess it's a blessing in abundance because I start meeting people, I start getting placements. I start, we start doing a bunch of stuff like film and TV. So it's all credit to God, man. It's a blessing to be here and to be able to do it, and I don't take it for granted 1 minute.
Definitely. I feel like being a producer too puts you on a level where you could get in a room that a regular artist cannot get in. Do you agree? Or
yeah, I mean, I think there's times when it's different roles, and the producer sometimes I think they do get let in sometimes in different rooms, you know what I mean? But usually they're adding value to everybody in the room, and not to say the artist isn't, but it's just in a different type of way. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So it's like I'm a producer too, but also as a DJ, I already know that there's like what you're saying, when you travel as a producer, most likely there is another producer in that city that you could call and hit up and be like, hey, I'm about to come into your town. I know artists have that network too, but I feel like it's stronger with DJs and producers.
right.
And radio hosts.
And I agree with you being on that side of it. I think, the producers and the songwriters are equally important and valuable in this thing. But as far as like the production, the producers are like the canvas builders, like most of the time, you just have words if you don't have production. And we've heard that quote going around on different social media, like you just have acapellas if you don't.
Ring Business puts you in control with protection that's flexible, secure, and easy to set up. And with no long-term contracts required, you can change your setup whenever your business needs change. Protect your business with powerful features designed to keep you in complete control. Get round-the-clock audio-video recording for non-stop protection. Stop scrolling through hours of footage. Find almost any events efficiently with AI search. Keep an eye on up to 4 camera feeds at once across all your locations for total peace of mind. Get trained security professionals to monitor your business around the clock and request emergency when needed. Ring Business is easy to install yourself, or let our professional installers do it for you. With Ring keeping your business secure, you can focus on what matters most: running it. Ring Business. Business security that works for you. Compatible subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. Visit the Ring Business page on r.com for more information.
Don't have the beats and the music, the instrumentals to go with them. So it's just, it's an important role,
So what is the future for Mr1Man Band? Like, what are some future projects that you're working on that you can tell us about?
Some future projects.
Yeah.
Um, I'm working on a couple projects. I'm working on an Afrobeats project that I'm really excited about because, I've always wanted to make a lot of different music, island music and like music from different countries and cultures. Like I love that. And I love incorporating all of that into my music. So the Afrobeats project, I'm really excited about just because the artist is incredible. And it's just like, I know what I bring to the table and I know how to make the artist better and enhance what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't make your people better when you're working with them, then I personally like don't think I should be working with you. If I can't make you better, because I don't think it's valuable to waste your time. You know what I'm saying? So I try to help when I can, though. You know what I mean? And make everybody better. So, but the Afrobeats is probably the biggest thing that I'm like working on, I'd say, and I'm considering getting in some like spaces for live shows. So that's something that's in the works. You know how like Metro Boomin did, like a Coachella set, like some type of vibes like that. Being a producer and being in with the DJs, like it would be really dope to do that. So that's something I'm praying on, man.
Definitely. You can make that happen just like you were just talking about. Anything that you vision, you could make it happen. It may not automatically work the way you. I mean, the older I get, I learned that anything is possible. You just got to find the right people to help you go after whatever you're trying to do. So that's just how it is. You got to have a network of people. You can't do it alone. That's what I had to learn too, because I was trying to do everything alone. But you got to have a network of people who have the same type of vision that you have. So, have you been nominated? Because it's nomination time. Have you been nominated for any awards, or have you won any awards?
No, I haven't. I haven't been nominated for anything, and I haven't received anything. I do get invited to the award shows though, so I know it's coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping my head down and staying focused on my work, and I know that God's gonna bring everything into my life that He feels I need to be a part of. So it's coming, man. I know it. I know it.
Definitely. What is your favorite instrument? Because I know you play a lot of instruments, but out of all the instruments, if you was on a deserted island and you only had one instrument, what would you go after?
I would have to say the saxophone.
Okay.
You
Why the
know,
saxophone?
it's a really smooth, warm instrument, and I think it would be really cool to have that if it was up to me to choose between. There's a lot of good ones, but the saxophone to me is one of my favorite instruments.
Okay. And what celebrity well, a lot of people, because I know you've been in Los Angeles and there's a lot of celebrities. What celebrity do a lot of people confuse you with?
When I was in high school, I used to get Chris Brown a lot, and every now and then I get Steph Curry. Maybe now that I have the beard, I don't get the Steph Curry as much, but when I shave my face, bro, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't say that about myself. I don't, but that's what I've heard. There's an actor too. Is his name Harper Hill, or I
Okay.
can't remember, Hill Harper or Harper Hill, one of those, excuse me. But I hear that a lot too, especially when I
Okay.
have my braids. I don't know what that was about, but
All right. I wanted my host to come up here because I feel unprepared. Like I don't know how I'm doing. I could be doing good, but I don't feel like I'm doing good. Because
you're
I'm
doing
kind
great, man.
of prepared. All right. So, what is the VST that you have to have? No matter what, you just got a brand new computer. It has your DAW up there. So I think your DAW is
I,
DAW is
my
Logic.
DAW is Logic Pro, and I
Right.
use
So
FL too.
you got a Logic. What is that VST that you have to have in your Logic?
I'm gonna say so I basically like gutted out my Omnisphere. That's what I use. And I took out a lot of the, stock instruments and put in stuff that I researched and got. So it's really something that I don't think I'll ever go through everything in there in my lifetime, but it's good to know that I have that stuff. But I just love that because I can pull it up. I can pull it up every session, every time I go in, and it could be something completely different because there's so many sounds in there. So definitely my Omnisphere. Shout out to the team that makes Omnisphere, you know what I'm saying? Because Omnisphere 3 just came out. So that's one of my favorites, man. I love it.
I always wanted to try that. I haven't had a chance to.
You should check it out, man. I think
I don't have
a lot of
space on my
variety.
I don't have the space on my computer, but when I get me a better computer, because I'm
Yeah,
doing
you need some
all the
room.
music and all the stuff we have to do with radio. But once I get me another computer, I'm definitely gonna check it out or get a new hard drive. But name another software, another VST that you live by.
Another one that I use.
Yeah.
I love the Contact family, the series, like all the stuff that they have at Native Instruments. Contact is a good one, and then the
Uh-huh.
Analog Labs is nice too. It's got a lot of organs and electric pianos and like the warm stuff, that they used, decades prior. So those are some things but it really, I'm the type of person like I'll take a rubber band and a bottle cap, and record something on my phone and like. I make music with anything that I feel like led to, like I'm inspired by it. It has to like talk to me, or get my attention. And then once I do that, it's just anything is possible. Possibilities are endless. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, definitely. That's some creativity stuff that a lot of people overlook when they think of production, but they don't realize sometimes we.
Ring Business puts you in control with protection that's flexible, secure, and easy to set up. And with no long-term contracts required, you can change your setup whenever your business needs change. Protect your business with powerful features designed to keep you in complete control. Get round-the-clock audio-video recording for non-stop protection. Stop scrolling through hours of footage. Find almost any events efficiently with AI search. Keep an eye on up to 4 camera feeds at once across all your locations for total peace of mind. Get trained security professionals to monitor your business around the clock and request emergency when needed. Ring Business is easy to install yourself, or let our professional installers do it for you. With Ring keeping your business secure, you can focus on what matters most: running it. Ring Business. Business security that works for you. Compatible subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. Visit the Ring Business page on r.com for more information.
Like here's something in the window and record it with the phone, put it into our DAW and add it to the sound. Like Timberland, he had just a baby cooling and he put it in a song and platinum song.
The way, man. Shout out to Timbaland, man. The way he did it, like with the baby on the Aaliyah record, like that's just wow, incredible, man.
Yeah, and then you can take the master and then, you can do different effects with it too. So it's just unlimited what you could do. He could flip that sample that he recorded. I'm assuming he recorded it. He could flip that like 100 ways. And
it was Are You That Somebody, right?
Yeah. And that was in the 90s. So think about what you can do nowadays.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
So yeah, that's like, I remember I recorded The Rain and I put it into a song and I used it. Only thing I used was basic FL Studio and and then I think I did a little mastering in my DAW, but it sounded good and it worked. So yeah, thanks for bringing up that, because that's creativity that a lot of people don't think of.
Yeah, you can make music with anything.
Like I see someone take a pot, they had a pot of water boiling and they took the sound from the pot boiling and they made a song. So
that's cool. See, I love stuff like that because it's going to be one of a kind. Like the audio that you make from that recording is going to be very unique.
Definitely. So have you got into Serato? They got like software for now for chopping up your music. Have you had a chance to play with that at all?
No, I haven't. I actually didn't hear about that. So that's really cool. I have to check that out.
Yeah, so Serato has a whole production suite. So it's not just for DJs no more. They got like a sampling software. They got stuff for chopping up your songs. They got a lot more stuff now. And they got stuff that's built into the DJ software now, like stills and stuff like that. So As a producer, I think it'll be good for you to have stills access. I know your DAW has it, but I think you might need to check out Serato or Virtual DJ to check out how the stills work on that also, even though your DAW has still compatible, just to see which one does stills better. Say you get a acapella. I mean, you want to make an acapella, you can see if it worked better in your DAW, or you can check and see if it'll work better in Virtual DJ or Serato. Because I remember sometimes I had to take artists' songs and I had to make stills out of them. And so now these DAW, the DJ software now makes it easy for us. We can remix your song on the fly.
Wow, yeah, I can imagine. It's crazy. I remember, like, when it was like the tractor days, and I've always heard about Serato because a lot of my homies are DJs, so the tractor, the Serato, but I can imagine now it's really crazy. But I didn't know they had a new one that you say you could chop samples with it?
They got a whole DAW. It's called Serato Studio, and you can make beats with it. Then
They have a dog now.
yeah, they got a DAW, and then they got the Serato sample where you can chop up stuff and you can make stuff. So yeah, Serato has came a long way.
Wow. Yeah, I definitely have to check that out, see how it is.
Because most DJs are producers, so it makes sense.
Yeah, you're right. They go hand in hand, definitely. I used to DJ when I was in like middle school, you know what I'm saying?
See, there you go.
And then I got into production after that.
But most people they usually do both still, so because it's part of it goes hand in hand for real. Because
Right,
to be a good DJ, you got to manipulate and do production stuff while you're doing your DJ sets.
right.
Well, you don't have to. You can just play music and don't talk at all. But if you want to make people say, wow, remix this with that. Like I remixed City Girls with a techno song recently.
That's dope. See, I love the mashups. Like I've been hearing some crazy ones lately, so that's really cool, man. You have to send me that. I'd love to check it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely send it to you. And then also, but like I was talking about, I wanted to start talking more because I was shy. I don't know if you caught that, but I was very shy. But I forced myself. I said, I'm going to start talking. At the yesterday show, we talked for a good 1 hour. And I was like, oh, our time's up. Oh, went from being shy to talking. And it's nerve wracking when you first start talking on air. So, have you ever did radio? Because you'll probably be a good radio host.
Yeah, I've done some radio, and I can definitely appreciate the grind, and it's fun, man. It's fun, especially like the morning shows, most people are like hyped up on coffee or like Red Bull, you know what I'm saying? And like
Uh huh.
you come in when it's dark and like, those are fun times, but definitely love radio and who knows what the future holds. Like I've always wanted to have my own radio station, you know what I'm saying? I can really build up and help people in some way, but that's just something in the future I'm manifesting, man. So radio
Definitely.
is definitely a big piece of, the culture and just it's a big piece of our world. So I think it's something that makes sense.
Digital radio is the future,
Right.
chart metrics and song stats actually recognize digital radio now. So it's the future. So even if you don't get that FL license, you can always launch a digital station.
Right. Yeah, and that's the move, Everybody's got their phone in their hand and their iPads and, their gadgets. So it really makes sense, and I think it's something that'll be cool to be involved with.
Definitely. And also, what was the feeling when you first heard? I asked you this before, but I'm gonna ask you again. What was the feeling when you first heard yourself on the radio? And do you remember which radio station it was?
I'm almost certain it was Inspire Radio. You were playing some Afrobeat stuff that I did with John Michael and Pat City. I believe it was a record called High and Dry. This was a couple years ago, right? So,
Okay.
um, it was Inspire Radio. I heard it and I just remember thinking like, wow, music is really powerful. Like music is really the greatest persuader of all, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And that's really why I love what I do, because I can be in control of the story that needs to be told, you know? And as a producer, I tell stories with my sounds and with my transitions. Like, that's how I tell my stories. So it's a blessing, man.
Definitely, that's how I feel with the radio station. Even though I'm not producing like every day, we tell a story with the music that we play, and then we also give a lot of major artists that you probably have never heard. We give them a time to shine, also because the other stations are not playing them. And then we also give that up and coming artists like John Michaels a spot too. So
Yeah.
my last question for you is to let us know how we can connect with you, and you can shout out anybody or tell us about any projects you got coming up. And thank you for coming to the show.
You guys can find me on all the platforms as Mr1ManBand. On Instagram is Mr1ManBand. So that's MR, the number 1, MANBAND. You can also find me on Snapchat under that as well. I also have the TikTok under Mr1ManBand also. So you guys connect with me on the platform that you feel is best. I have a link in my bio on Instagram. If you click that, it will show all of my links and profiles. So shout out to, you know, everybody who believed in me. And, you know, number one, I got to thank God, and, you know, my parents, who were very supportive over this whole thing. Like, they could have easily told me like to quit music and or try to force me to quit and, you know, made me go another route, but they supported me from the start. So I couldn't be more grateful, you know, for my family and all the people I'm working with, all the professionals, you know, John Michael, Rob Will, Pat City, you know, Nutty.
Ring Business puts you in control with protection that's flexible, secure, and easy to set up. No long-term contracts required, just security on your terms. Take control of your business security with Ring Business. Get 24/7 audio-video recording to capture everything and look for specific moments efficiently with smart AI search. Install it easily yourself or let our pros do it for you. With Ring keeping your business secure, you can focus on what matters most. Running it. Compatible subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. Visit the Ring Business page on r.com for more information.